I think the WNBA, this is just my view, bro, they've established something and they built something, right? They got something of not just interest, but influence, politics in there. You got to have talent too, bro. Mm-hmm. It's a new wave that is here. Caitlin Clark gonna be a lot more smarter. She's gonna have a lot more to say. She's gonna have a lot more to, you feel what I'm saying?
Former NBA star Kevin Garnett has made a bold statement about Caitlin Clark, and it's creating major buzz across the WNBA. His comments have caught everyone's attention and raised questions about their impact on the league. So, what exactly did Garnett say that has people talking? And why is it causing such a strong reaction? When Clark first entered the WNBA, she wasn't immediately the dominant player she is becoming today. Like most rookies, she had to adjust to the professional level, the faster pace, increased physicality, and higher expectations. While she showed flashes of her talent, maintaining consistency was a challenge early on. Some fans even began to question whether the hype surrounding her was justified. However, Clark had an advantage that helped her improve: the Olympic break.
Guess what? The one thing we got to talk about? We got to talk about the pace of the game. Dallas going to have to make the pace of the game quicker because they're not scoring enough. And in the summer, if you know what I'm saying, go back to where you at respectfully, have camps, have whole bunch of program where you establish, bro. That's the move. And that's going to leave a lot of people out of it. And that's where we at. That's what I got to say, yo. Respect. Real shit.
While many players use the Olympic break as a time to rest, Caitlin Clark treated it as an opportunity to improve. Instead of slowing down, she intensified her training and preparation. Rather than relaxing like most rookies might, Clark stayed locked in. She dedicated countless hours to studying game footage, breaking down defenses, and analyzing how opponents play. But her work didn't stop there. She also focused on building strength in the gym, knowing she needed to match the physicality of experienced professionals. On the court, she committed to relentless practice, refining her shooting, tightening her ball handling, and improving her footwork. All that effort paid off. When Clark returned, she looked like a completely different player, as if her development had jumped ahead significantly in a short time. That became clear in her game against the Phoenix Mercury. Clark didn't just perform well, she dominated. She finished with 29 points, 10 assists, and 5 rebounds, but the numbers alone didn't fully capture her impact. She controlled the game with the composure of a veteran, directing plays and consistently finding open teammates. Her basketball intelligence stood out, along with a new level of confidence. She no longer played like a rookie. She carried herself like someone in command of the court. The Mercury struggled to contain her. Clark dissected their defense, took advantage of mismatches, and created scoring opportunities for both herself and her teammates. Whether it was clutch three-pointers, creative finishes at the rim, or precise passing, she showcased a complete offensive skill set. What impressed even more was her composure in high-pressure moments. Late in the game, with everything on the line, Clark stepped up and delivered key plays, something rarely seen from a first-year player. This wasn't just a strong performance, it was a statement. Clark made it clear to the entire WNBA that she had arrived and was ready to compete at the highest level. That's when Kevin Garnett took notice. Known for being selective with praise, Garnett highlighted something many had missed. He described Clark's Olympic break as a blessing in disguise, recognizing how it accelerated her growth and transformation.
Is this the first time we watching college basketball where I know more girls than guys? Name five guys in college right now, P. I know Caitlin, I know, you feel me?
I know the girls.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dawn Staley too, man. The Gamecocks second year in a row.
South Carolina.
Going fucking undefeated. She can go right to any hood right now and get a bucket. That's what I'm saying.
If you gave her 30 minutes in the NBA game, can she get a bucket? I think so. I think she can get 10.
Unlike most rookies who are immediately thrown into the demands of a full WNBA season, Caitlin Clark benefited from an unexpected break, and she made the most of it. According to Kevin Garnett, this pause gave Clark a rare opportunity that few first-year players ever get. It allowed her to make adjustments similar to what players usually do during the offseason. In a way, it was like having a short offseason right in the middle of her rookie year, and the impact was obvious. Clark returned to the court stronger, more intelligent in her play, and better equipped to handle the demands of professional basketball. When Garnett shares his perspective, people pay attention. He's not just a former player, He's an NBA champion and one of the most respected voices in the sport. So when someone of his stature makes a bold statement about a rookie like Clark, it's bound to get the entire basketball world talking.
I'm watching Shorty, Caitlin Clark go through shit. I'm watching man, rookies, you're gonna go through some shit. And guess what? When you got the bullseye on your back, when you it's gonna come with some shit. Bro, all this is gamesmanship, all this go with the game, all this, you know exactly what I'm saying. Bro, you have to come in here, bro, in the drill, old head, ready on the drill. You hear me? It's a sign of respect when niggas start doing this bullshit too. When they start nipping you and okay, I'm on here.
Kevin Garnett noticed something in Caitlin Clark's game that many others overlooked. An insight that goes beyond stats or highlight plays. Rather than focusing only on her numbers, Garnett analyzed the deeper elements of Clark's performance. What stood out to him was her preparation. He emphasized that her dominant showing against the Phoenix Mercury wasn't just about natural talent, it was the result of serious work behind the scenes. As Garnett put it, you could clearly tell she had been spending time studying film. Coming from a player known for his own intense preparation, that's significant praise. He also pointed out that Clark used the Olympic break as a major advantage. While most rookies don't get time to pause and adjust during the season, Clark turned that break into something like a personal training camp. Garnett described it as an off-season adjustment, an opportunity that rookies typically only experience after completing their first full season. The impact was obvious. Clark returned more confident, more composed, and far more in control of the game, as if her development had accelerated rapidly. Instead of simply participating, she began dictating the pace and flow of play. Garnett's observation isn't just about Clark. It could influence how teams think about developing rookies in the WNBA. It raises the question of whether structured breaks or adjustment periods could help young players adapt more effectively. What truly set Clark apart, though, was her improved basketball IQ. While most rookies are still trying to keep up with the speed of the professional game, reacting to what's happening around them, Clark came back taking charge. She was orchestrating plays, identifying mismatches, and exploiting defensive weaknesses with confidence and control. Kevin Garnett highlighted that Caitlin Clark is playing far beyond a typical rookie level. Her improvement wasn't just offensive. Her defense, awareness, and ability to anticipate plays also took a major leap. Against the Phoenix Mercury, she controlled the game like a veteran, using elite court vision, smart decision-making, and efficient scoring to lead her team. What stood out most was her basketball IQ and leadership. Clark didn't just create shots for herself. She elevated her teammates and dictated the pace of the game. Her preparation during the Olympic break, especially film study and focused training, clearly paid off. Garnett's takeaway is simple. Clark's rapid growth shows she's not just talented, but highly intelligent and disciplined. Her rise could reshape how teams develop rookies in the WNBA, proving that with the right mindset and preparation, young players can make an immediate elite impact.